You know what would be an absolute blast? Putting up out-of-order signs on public bathrooms around the world. Imagine how confused people would be.
Classic. That's not very nice. Public bathrooms are there for a reason, and your art project might cause real inconvenience.
Oh, come on, Caillou. I kind of think it sounds hilarious. But can you imagine if someone had an urgent need and found a sign saying out of order? That would be epic. In a crazy sort of way.
What are you two whispering about now? Classic. Your pranks have gotten out of hand before. Is this another one of your schemes?
International mischief, perhaps? Because when you say world class, I think you might have something serious planned.
I'm not exactly planning to cause chaos without thinking, Dad. It's more like an artful statement. An expression of my desire to shake things up a bit in a world that's far too orderly.
Artful statement? That's one way to get yourself grounded. Again.
Well, if it gets me into trouble, at least I'll be famous for it. Imagine. Classic Caillou, the bathroom rebel, internationally renowned.
I'd vote for that title. It's got a nice ring to it, don't you think?
I'm warning you, Classic. If you go through with these pranks, there will be consequences. I don't want to hear about any international escapades that bring embarrassment to our family.
And if you pull off even one stunt that endangers someone's day, you are grounded for a very long time. Understand?
Understood, but what is life without a little fun and mischief?
3 days later.
The City of Lights. But today, it'll be a city of out-of-order signs thanks to yours truly.
My no, the restroom is closed. What kind of mischief is this?
This is the most unique thing I've seen on my trip. It's like an unexpected piece of performance art.
I'm going to show this to my friends. Only in Paris, right?
Operation Out of Order is a success in Paris. I'm about to head to another city. Stay tuned.
The next day.
Tokyo, prepare for my second masterpiece. Time for another Out of Order.
Konnichiwa. This door is marked as unavailable, and what sort of prank was this?
Perhaps it's a new trend here. Even the smallest mischief becomes a conversation piece.
You know, mischief is truly international. Now, I wonder where my next masterpiece should be.
The next day.
Rome, the eternal city. Today, this ancient doorway shall proclaim a new modern decree, out of order - courtesy of Classic Caillou.
In all my years, I've seen many changes in Rome, but a prank like this is refreshingly unexpected.
Ladies and gentlemen, behold the blend of ancient history and contemporary humor. Who knew public restrooms could be a canvas?
You all have just witnessed art in its purest form. I am the maestro of mischief.
1 week later.
Classic Caillou, we need to have a word. I received a series of messages and social media posts from around the world about public restrooms being declared out of order. Care to explain?
Well, Dad, you see, it was all just harmless fun. I thought the world could use a little more humor, a tiny rebellion against the mundane.
Harmless fun 3 times. Classic. You've pranked bathrooms in Paris, Tokyo, and Rome. That isn't harmless. That's international chaos. You've embarrassed our family on a global scale.
Classic. This kind of behavior isn't exactly setting a good example. You know better than to cause a fuss like this. Why can't you think before you act?
Yeah, Classic. Next time, maybe try drawing on a notepad instead of public property. At least that way your art stays inside the page.
I was just making a point. The status quo is overrated. Besides, Who wouldn't want to see an out-of-order sign where you expect a perfectly functioning bathroom?
Your point is misdirected. Instead of expressing yourself in a constructive manner, you resorted to causing public disturbances. You are not just playing with signs, you are messing with people's routines.
We always encourage creativity, classic, but you need to understand the impact of your actions. What if someone actually needed a restroom badly? What if your prank ended up causing more trouble than amusement?
I didn't think it through, okay? I just wanted to do something different.
Maybe a little different isn't always a good idea. Now we have a reputation for having the world's most artistic public bathrooms.
We're all for a little creativity, but this goes too far. You've made a mockery of public services, classic.
Therefore, effective immediately, you are grounded. You will have no travel privileges, no outings, and no internet access, not even for your creative endeavors. You will stay home until you learn to channel your energies constructively.
But I was so close to being a celebrated international rebel.
Rebellion without responsibility is just mischief, and mischief that harms others isn't acceptable. You need to understand that with creativity comes accountability.
This is not just about the signs, classic. It's about respect for others and the rules that keep society functioning. Until you can show some remorse and a willingness to make amends, your privileges are revoked.
I'm sorry. I never meant for things to get so out of hand. I thought it was all harmless fun. I guess I didn't see the consequences until it all came crashing down.
Maybe you'll come up with something brilliant next time, something that doesn't cause international incidents. How about a public art installation that makes people think rather than just laugh at the inconvenience?
That's a better idea. Art that challenges people can also remind them about how important public resources are to everyone.
You have so much potential. Use that energy for something that can actually benefit people. And for now, you'll have time to reflect on your actions.
I understand. Mom, Dad, I promise I'll try to do better. I'm sorry for the trouble I've caused, and for embarrassing the family.
We all make mistakes, classic. It's how you grow from them that matters. Your grounding is not a punishment to crush you but a chance to learn.
Maybe you can start by designing a beautiful restored and open sign next time you're back at home. Something that says I fixed my mistake in style.
Maybe I will, Rosie. I'll channel my creativity into something that makes a positive impact, rather than causing chaos worldwide.
The next day.
I heard that you've started to work on a new project. Classic. Something more productive?
Yes, I'm drafting plans for an interactive art installation that focuses on community and respect for public spaces. Instead of marking bathrooms as out of order, I'll design a series of signs that invite people to share messages of support, creativity, and local history.
That's a remarkable turnaround. You've really taken the lesson to heart, haven't you?
I can't wait to see it. Maybe we can even help out. I've got a few brilliant ideas that blend mischief with kindness.
Now that sounds like the classic Caillou. I know someone who can stir things up for the better. Just remember, no more international escapades until I'm sure it won't affect anyone negatively.
Understood, Dad. I appreciate the grounding. It gave me time to reflect, and I'm learning how to use my creativity responsibly.
Every great artist must learn the balance between expression and responsibility. We all believe in you, classic.
You know, I was so caught up in being a rebel that I didn't consider the bigger picture. These signs, they're not just stickers or pranks. They can be messages that bring people together, create dialogue about public spaces, and make us all think about our responsibilities.
That's a spirit. Sometimes the best art isn't the shock factor, it's the underlying message that leaves a lasting impact.
And maybe one day, the world will remember classic Caillou not as a troublemaker but as an innovator in public art.
Let hope that when they write the history of public restrooms, they highlight your transformation from pesky prankster to thoughtful artist.
We are proud of you for growing up and understanding the weight of your actions. Now, let this be a turning point for all of us in seeing the humor in life without causing real harm.
3 weeks later.
Thank you all for being here. I stand before you as someone who once believed that a little mischief was the ultimate form of expression. But mischief without thought can lead to chaos, and even chaos can teach us how to create order through art. Every mistake is a lesson, and every prank can be a stepping stone. I was grounded, yes. But that grounding forced me to dig deeper, to reflect on the impact of my actions on society. Today, I invite you to take a moment and think about how creativity can serve as a bridge rather than a barrier. If my journey teaches me anything, it's that every act, no matter how small, carries weight. The seemingly insignificant decision to place an out-of-order sign on a public bathroom reminded me that our actions ripple out into the world. I now see that even humor has its responsibilities.
Look at him, turning mischief into art. Who would have thought?
It's our classic Caillou. After all, he always finds a way to be both trouble and triumph.
That's the lesson of life, is not it? We all make mistakes, but it's what we do afterwards that shapes us.
May his art remind everyone that even the smallest acts of rebellion can lead to profound change when guided by heart and responsibility.
In every prank, there is potential, a chance to disrupt, to challenge, and ultimately to rebuild. I was once known as a bathroom rebel, but today, I stand before you as a creator of conversation and community. Let my journey be a reminder, always balance your mischief with mindfulness, and never be afraid to change your ways.
Hey friends, thanks for watching. Do not forget to hit the subscribe button, and be sure to drop a like on this video, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.